Hello all, I'm on my break, sorry about the traffic noise, I'm a kind of a lay-by here. I wanted to do this one because it's coming up a lot with me lately, and it's something that is either affecting you or might be likely to affect you in vans. And it's about doing jobs on the periphery. Now, I've said before about things about going to the best locations, and some locations are better than others, and you've got more chance of getting a job out of Northampton than you have getting a job out of the middle of Cornwall. Lovely place, Cornwall, full of mountains, full of like open rolling fields and oceans and all that. Can't get a job out of the ocean. And I want to highlight a few things like where the problem with jobs on the periphery and how potentially you can get around them. So, first of all, to clarify, by job on the periphery, I'm going, when you look at the job and it pings up on the map, say for example, you're going to Hythe, or you're going to Skegness, or you're going to Brighton. When you look at that map, half of it is land and half of it is sea, because it's on the coast. So you instantly know that 50% of the chance of you getting a job has disappeared. Because you ain't going to get, if you're in Brighton, you ain't going to get a job from the south. If you're in sort of Skegness, you ain't going to get a job from the east. Not unless you've got an amphibious vehicle and you can get it off of like a boat. That ain't going to happen, is it? Other problems, countryside. So if you're going to like Northumbria, if you're going to Lincoln, there is some work in Lincoln, but a lot of it is arable, and arable don't tend to go on vans or trucks. They tend to go on like pre-booked 6-axles. If you're going to Cornwall, if you're going to the middle of Wales, and I've done it recently, beautiful places to go, you ain't going to get a job coming back. The other one, of course, is the new one that keeps bringing up, is the zone. If you're near London, and if you're Euro 5 or below, then suddenly there's the LEZ, and in Birmingham there's the ULEZ, and you've got the CAS, and these things are going to appear more and more and more. It's not quite so scary in a van because the price of driving in the van is much cheaper. For me, it's 100 quid. I think for you guys, it might be like 15. It does vary according to which zone and where it is and all that kind of stuff. But recently, I found this a lot. Whereas before, I'd get a job to Slough, I'd get a job to Sittingbourne, I'd get a job to Maidstone. And I'm flicking through the jobs, and it's like Maidstone, I can't go there, it's zone. Dartford to Barking, I can't go there, it's zone. Sort of Hackney to Dunstable, I can't pick up from there, it's zone. So there are areas where if I get to that job, when I get that job and I look at it, I go, yeah, but I'm next to the zone. So my chance of getting a job, although I'm in a good area, I'm near London, plenty of places to pick up, or what you can do, unlike the sea of course, you can put the zone charge on top. But particularly for me, as soon as I put that zone charge on top, it makes me very uncompetitive. So someone else who's Euro 6 is going to take that job. Or they're going to take that job for a price where I wouldn't want to sell it for anyway, because the places that are zoned tend to be congested and painful and slow and difficult to pick up from and difficult to park, so I don't miss them anyway. So ways you can get around it. Firstly, don't go. If the job says it's going to Skegness, don't go. Or it's going to like the middle of Wales, go, I'm going to wait for the next one. Or if you do go, give them the right price. Go, look, I'll do it, mate. The one I did recently to like the west coast of Wales, I'll give them a shocking price. It was the second best I've ever had. And the guy said, is that the best you can do? And I went, yeah, I'll tell you why. I said, because it's a hotel, as it was the Daft Travel Lodge. I'm not going to get a job coming out. I kind of did, but I had to drive 2 hours to pick it up, So, and in the end he went back, he said, yeah, fair enough, I'll take it. So either don't go to these places or give them a price where you know that if you have to go there and you have to go back empty, albeit. The other thing you can do is if you know you're going there, start looking, as soon as that job's booked, say for example, you book that job on a Wednesday, you're going there on a Thursday, start looking for a job coming back the second you've looked at it. From that area, you can do it. You can either do it on the desktop or you can do it on the mobile version of the phone. I do it on Small Fleet. I don't know if you can with the normal courier app, but there is a way of doing it. I've done a video on this left-hand side. on how that you can actually get the desktop version on your phone and you can search from specific areas, and that way you give yourself more chance of getting back. Also, you can specify the area, you can specify the range. Go, okay, well, I'm going in the middle of nowhere, but I'm going to put my pickup distance to be 50 miles. I put it up 100 miles. I'll go sometimes, I'll go 100 miles to pick up my next job, because I'd rather do that than just drive home empty. And from the shipper's point of view, what I've noticed a few of them have been doing is they put the jobs on early. So jobs that are going from Dunstable to Hackney, they'll start advertising. Say, for example, it's going like in a week's time or like 4 days' time. They'll put them on now, because they want them giving themselves as much time as possible to find the right guy with the right vehicle to cover the job. It must be working for them, because the jobs, because whenever I put a price in that's silly, you know, I go, okay, I know it's only 34 miles, but because I've got £100 zone charge on it, you're looking at 300 quid for that job. I never win them. So they must be going somewhere. But that's it. That's jobs to the periphery. Be careful when you're going to the periphery, and how to get around it. Hope that helps. Take care. Take money.